Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a red face. It's been a while since I've watched a game like that, and I feel like I've lost my voice because I fucking have lost my voice watching that game. 3-2 winners. Oh my word, what a game of football. What a game of football. Michael Carrick, Guardiola, slapped up. Arteta, elbow on the head. United absolutely might not be in the bloody title race this season, but I tell you what, Carrick has completely affected it with these last two games. Doing that against City, that was incredible. That was better. I didn't think that we could improve on it, but we did. We went 1-0 down. We came back. Then we went 2-1 up. That from Dorgu. Oh, of course they got a set piece, but don't worry. 2.5 minutes later, Cunha going and doing that. Carrick, man. Wow. Wow. To get the response that he did in 3 days against City was nothing short of spectacular. But to do that against Arsenal, the first team in 121 games, was it, to have scored 3 against Arsenal. The only team who have beaten Arsenal at the Emirates this season. And now he's played Arteta twice as United boss and beaten 3-2 twice. Ha! But anyway, big decisions in the first game. The same 11. Why would you change it given how we played? And Dorgu. Oh my God. People. I said that there are 3 goals, my favourite United goals. 1, 90th minute winners. 2, counter-attacking goals. Boom, we got that against City. And 3, 25, 30-yard shots in off the bar. Dorgu. Ballon Dorgu. Oi. That's a goal of a lifetime, man. That is a goal of a lifetime. But on top of that, United didn't let her. That game, it had swings. First 20 minutes, Arsenal were on top. But we weren't really threatened. We kind of had the measure of the game. They got a scrappy goal. Little bit of a mistake. Deflection off Martinez. It was scrappy. But we came back straight away. And it was that man who's now scored at Anfield. He's scored against City and now he's scored at the Emirates. I think that's the first player for United to do that in his debut season since a certain Robin van Persie. We were clinical today. You need to be clinical in these games. You cannot expect to have 15, 20 shots. But boy, oh boy. I mean, which is your favourite? Take your pick. 3 goals of utter quality. The first from Mbeumo with the finish itself was so cool and composed. And the second goal, not even just a finish. Bang, 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 bang. Quick interplay between Dorgu and Bruno. And the finish was even better. And then that at the end. Again, good interplay. I think it was a little nudge from Cobby, was it? But Cunha came on, opened his body up, curled it into the corner. Spectacular. Oi. It's hard not to ride on the emotions when you see a game of football like that. My word. Every single person who was in that away end, I salute you. You've just experienced a hell of a game as a Manchester United fan. I'm hot. Can I say this as well? Senny. I'm giving round of applause to Senny, man. Jeez, of course they were going to score from a crappy set piece. It's just what Arsenal do. But when you've got 12 bodies around you, it's very difficult for you to come through. But still after that, he actually got his punch to the next one. He made a couple of good saves. Well done, Senny. I thought if United were going to win today or get a result today, Senny had to play well. And I really thought he played fantastic. But I have to go back to the manager. I have to go back to what we've seen in these last 2 games. Not even the most optimistic of United fan could have expected it. The start couldn't have been any harder. City at home, Arsenal away. They haven't lost there all season. Arsenal, you're doing it again. It is in your blood. You want to talk about DNA in United? How about I talk about Arsenal's DNA? Because we spliced them open there. We cut them deep and we had them nervous for, I would argue, the majority of the game. First 25 minutes I thought were Arsenal's. 20-25. Don't think they threatened too much. After that, I thought United were the better team. They were clearly nervous. The mistake from Zubimendi, yeah, players make mistakes, but players get punished. And that's what United did. And Mbeumo punishing that mistake. If that was Højlund or Garnacho, would I have had that same sort of belief? Probably not. But I don't know where to look. I'm beaming ear to ear. That was just better than anything that I could have That's our first win at the Emirates since 2017. It's been a long time coming. Let me pull this photo up because this photo is an absolute cracker. Cunha, when he came off the bench, very aggressive sub. I would say aggressive sub, but a sub of intent from Carrick. When Dorgu went off with his hamstring, Cunha came on, went left. Šeško went up top, got booted with the ball in his face like after 2 seconds. But Cunha, my God, that's what Cunha's good at. Driving the ball forward, running into spaces, and scoring from outside the box. It was a glorious finish. That's what I mean. Take your pick, people, because I'd understand if you say any of those goals are your favourites. I know who mine is. I really can't look past that Dorgu guy. I know that goal from Cunha was the winner, but that goal from Dorgu is push-gas level. That's the best goal he'll probably ever score. What a run of, not even a run of form he's in. This is a perfect evidence of a young player who might take a bit longer than you want to develop, but he's developing. I pointed it out this week before the game, and then he goes and does that. I think it's fair to say that Dorgu's enjoying himself going forward. But I want to end just with a 2-minute chat about this because in his first 2 games, he's beaten City and Guardiola. He's beaten Arsenal and Arteta. I wouldn't say we brushed Arsenal aside there, but we made them shit themselves. And Arsenal didn't really know what to do. We punished them. Bang. Quality. Bang. Quality. Bang. Quality. It's just not the sort of thing that we've got used to seeing. And it's these sorts of differences which can make or break games like this. And especially, like, that was my emotions were riding high that entire game. I'm sure they were for you as well. But United, 6 points from City at home and Arsenal away. It literally can't get any better than that. The first 2 games for Carrick have been spectacular. Different sorts of games. Yeah, we set up in the same shape. But again, all credit as well, by the way, to Delo and Shaw and to Ahmad and Dorgu for doubling up. We did the same thing against City with Semenyo and Doku. We did it to Trossard and Saka and then even Madueke when he came on. Doubling up on them, making it difficult, but at the same time not taking away from United's threat. We didn't really counter-attack as much there. And that's what I mean. Very different goals. Just quality goals. Of course, that was a spectacular moment. But the intricate football that led up to that. Cunha. And Mbeumo pressing forward and then punishing the mistake. And then Cunha. That was just a special moment. For a player who is special, by the way. Maybe he's not scored as many goals as he would have wanted. As maybe some United fans would have wanted. But he has been a very good signing. And Mbeumo's been leading the line. But Michael Carrick, take a bow. Wow. I need to go and lie down after that because I'm on cloud 9.